Good morning, dear student. Myself, Dr. Hariom Nagar, first and all. Today in this lecture, I will discuss stereochemistry, concept of stereochemistry, nomenclature of the compounds, and methods of separation of stereoisomers. Learning objective of this lecture, concept of stereochemistry and its importance, understanding the major compounds, and learning about diastereomers. And the student would get the learn the concept of stereochemistry and will be able to know the more meso compounds and diastereomers by attending this lecture. Mr. One minute. Now, by getting the knowledge about the stereoisomers, stereochemistry, meso compounds, diastereomers, would be able to synthesize the stereoisomers, which are very important, in the food chemistry, in the food industries, agriculture industries, pharmaceutical industries. As you know that our body is chiral and this is specific, this is selective for the specific stereoisomer. While we are, the treating a disease, then we have to put, the initio medically pure or the stereochemically pure compounds in the formulation of the drug. That's why it is very important to know, about these two isomers and their properties and their separation mechanisms. Now, if we talk about the stereochemistry, then actually this is the property of isomers, stereoisomers. So those isomers which are different compounds with the same molecular formula. Isomers are the different compounds with the same molecular formula. And these isomers are of two types. One is constitutional isomer and second is stereoisomers. If we talk about the constitutional isomers, then there the IUPAC name is different. They have the different IUPAC name. This is because of the different point of attachment of the groups. That's why they have different physical properties also and different chemical properties. But if you talk about the stereoisomers, their formula is the same. Groups are the same, but their orientation in the space is different. And if you talk about their IUPAC name, so except the prefix like cis and trans used, the original name of the compound or the name of the student or the carbon chain also or the groups is same. Only the prefix used is different for the compound. This is the basic difference. But in the constitutional isomer or structural isomers, they have the different IUPAC, completely different IUPAC. Right? So a particular three-dimensional arrangement is called a configuration, and stereoisomers have different configurations. One may have cis configuration, second may have trans configuration, or one may have R configuration, the second may have the S configuration. So they have different configuration. Okay. Now, if we talk about the comparison, if we compare the constitutional isomers and stereoisomers, the constitutional isomer have some molecular formula and different names. These two are the constitutional isomers. C6H14 this is, and its name is actually the 2-methyl pentane. In this compound, at the second position, methyl group is present, and this carbon chain is containing 5 carbon. This is pentane, and 2-methyl pentane it is, and this is the 3-methyl pentane. Here, groups are same, but the position of the groups are different. These constitutional isomers are also called as, the chain isomers, right? And if you talk about the stereoisomers, the position of the groups are also the same, molecular formula same, and their name except the prefix is also same. Here the name of the compounds are different, right? But here the bond same, 1,2-dimethyl cyclopentane it is, and it is also the 1,2-dimethyl cyclopentane. But the prefix used cis and trans are different. And this cis and trans term actually used on the basis of their orientation in these styles. So here these are the two groups, and they are oriented in the same side. If we consider this ring in the plane, okay, then both the groups are, the towards above the plane, or at the above the plane. And if you talk about this compound, these groups, suppose this is above the plane, then this is oriented below the plane, okay? They are, the opposite to each other with respect to the plane of the ring. So since they are oriented in the space opposite side, so this is called trans compound, trans isomer. And they are on the same side, so this is called cis isomer. Okay, so only these prefixes are different in the stereoisomers. Now classification of the isomers. So actually isomers are like two types, constitutional and stereoisomers. Stereoisomers. Now we will not, the go on the detail on the of constitutional isomers. We will discuss only the stereoisomers. Okay. So the stereoisomers are basically two types: enantiomers and diastereomers. Enantiomers are actually the mirror images of each other. So mirror images, and to understand the enantiomers, we can take one example, that is this hands. These hands are actually the mirror images of each other. When I will see this hand in the mirror, here this is the mirror, right? So when we will see this compound in the mirror, then its image in the mirror will the appear like this. So these hands are actually the mirror images of each other. If I will see this compound in the mirror like this, so this compound will the uh, appear in its image like this. Okay, so these are actually the mirror images of each other, and they are not superimposable on each other. Okay, they are not superimposable. So these non-superimposable mirror images are called as the enantiomers. And if you talk about the diastereomers, so diastereomers are actually the non-mirror images. They are not mirror images of each other. If I am talking about these compounds, we can the easily understand these things by the yes. This is the isomer. This is the this is compound. You can easily see here that in this compound the leads of this and this pen. This is the center point. This is the one group. Suppose we consider this is one group. This lead is one group. This is second group. This is here also two groups. One is this and second is this, right? If we consider these leads as same groups, so and I will pass if here a plane, then these leads are in the same side of this plane. So we consider that this compound is the cis compound, okay? And if suppose I will exchange their position of the groups here, then these leads, if we pass this plane, okay, so with respect to this plane, these groups are actually on the opposite side. So suppose we consider this as trans isomer. So this compound and this compound, these they are not mirror images of each other because its mirror image is like this. When I will see this compound in the mirror, then its image here will appear like this, not like this. Okay, so it means cis and trans isomer are not mirror images of each other. Right? So now diastereomers are actually of two types. One is configurational diastereomer and second is cis trans diastereomers. So now these are the constitutional isomers. Not we will discuss much more here. Geometric isomers. Actually, geometrical isomers are the configurational isomers. Okay. And if you talk about the position of the groups, in the geometrical isomers, pi bond in an alkene does not permit rotation. Thus, all the all of the atoms attached directly to the alkene lie in a plane. So groups attached to the alkene could be positioned on the same side of the alkene or opposite side of the alkene. Such compounds are different in chemical and physical properties as well as in their geometry and are called geometrical isomers. For example, in 2-butene, the methyl groups can be located on the same side or on the opposite side of the double bond, giving rise to geometrical isomers. This is cis-2-butene. How this is called cis-2? This is 2-butene. Why this is called 2-butene? Because here the double bond is present at second position of the carbon, second position of this carbon chain. So this is called 2-butene. Why this word but? But means 4 carbon containing chain it is, and at second position in group is present. So this is called 2-butene. And in this 2-butene, two same groups CH3 and CH3 are the same side. So this is called this is 2-butene. If some groups are present at the opposite side with respect to the plane, suppose we pass here a plane, we pass here a plane, this is plane. Okay, so one CH3 group is coming this side of the plane and CH3 on this side. So these CH3 groups are actually the in opposite position, opposite plane of this compound, trans-2-butene. And the isomer with the groups on the same side is called the cis isomer, while the isomer with the groups located on opposite side is called the trans isomer. Trans isomers of the compounds are usually more stable than the cis isomer. This is good thing, and in most of the exams, this type of the questions are asked, which is the correct statement about the cis and trans isomer. Okay, but they can easily ask that which is more stable isomer. The trans isomers are usually more stable than the cis isomer due to the less steric influence. Now these are another examples of the cis and trans isomers. This is cis isomer, cis 1,2-dichloroethene, and this is trans 1,2-dichloroethene, and this is also called Z 1,2-dichloroethene, and this is E 1,2-dichloroethene. E. This is trans isomer, maybe EZ isomer also, right? On the basis of the position of the groups, EZ nomenclature is also based. And if you talk about this compound, actually cis and trans isomer are cis and trans term for the isomers is applicable only when two groups are same type. Two groups are of same type of the four. Of the four groups, these are the four groups attached with these two centers, and from these four, suppose two groups are same. Then in that case, we can define their orientation. That either these are present at the same side of the plane or the opposite side of the plane. And cis and trans nomenclature we can give. But if groups are not same, here all groups are the different. There are also different. These are, you know, chemical composition of these compound are same, but the orientation of the groups are different. Okay, so these are also the stereoisomers. But these stereoisomers are not, we cannot assign cis and trans configuration to these compounds because here there are not the same groups are present in these compounds, not two same groups. Each and every groups are different, right? So in that case, we will assign configuration that is Z and E. So Z means groups with high priority on the same side. On this center, this and this carbon, the groups which are the of higher priority. Suppose we are talking about this center. This is two groups. These are two groups, bromine and hydrogen. The bromine group have their greater atomic number than the hydrogen. So the first priority group is the bromine and second is the hydrogen. We will assign their priority on the basis of CIP rule, right? Kahn-Ingold and Love rule for the priority order of the groups, right? So this is first priority group and this is second priority group. And if you talk about these groups, chlorine has the greater atomic number than the fluorine. So this will assign first priority and this is second priority. At each center, we assign actually the different priority differently, right? Not, you know, they will arrange in the priority 1, 2, 3, 4, right? We will assign separately. Separately, we will assign the priority of the groups, right? On each centers. So here the on these both centers, the first priority groups are present at the same side with respect to the plane. If you pass a plane here, horizontal plane, from this molecule to this double bond, actually we pass a plane through this double bond actually, right? So these first pair groups are on the same side, and this is called Z isomer, right? And if you talk about the this compound, then here the first pair groups are at the centers. The first pair groups are present at the opposite side. If they are at the opposite side, then they will assign E isomer. E isomer, right? So G and Z and E are actually the prefix used for before the name of these compounds, right? Before IUPAC name of these compounds. If one of the two carbon atoms of the double bond has two identical substituents, there are no cis trans isomers of the molecule. So these are the examples of the molecule compounds. We have no cis and trans isomers for these compounds because if in a compound at the particular one center, two groups attached are same. For example, in this compound, there are two groups CS2, CS3, CS2, CS3. These two groups are the identical groups. So if identical groups are present at the one center, right? Then there will be no cis and trans isomers. There is also same groups, same groups. There is also same groups, same two groups, identical groups. So it does not have the cis and trans isomer. Now identifying the cis and trans isomer of alkene. How we can identify the cis and trans isomer? Which is this? This is trans isomer. This is cis isomer. How we can identify? On the basis of the arrangement of the groups at the doubly bonded centers. These are doubly bonded carbons, and first pi group at the center is this above the plane, and this is also the first. This is first pi group chlorine. This is below the plane. If we pass a plane through this double bond, then this is above side and this is below side. Means they are opposite side. If they are in opposite side, then the prefix used before the name of this compound is trans. So this is trans 3,4-dichloro-3-heptane. Heptane. Why this is called heptane? Heptene. 3-heptene because at third position, this is the actually 7-membered ring. So hept is used. Now heptene is used for 7-membered ring, 7-membered chain. And at third position, since here double bond is present, so this is called 3-heptene. So this is transform of the trans isomer of the compound. This is cis because in this compound, here if we talk about this compound, the first group is at the center. While at the center, the first group is this. Because why we have assigned the first priority this is the first priority we assign on the center because here this is carbon atom, this is also carbon atom. So we cannot assign priority of these groups from these positions, first position. But if we move from for other position in the second position, then at second position there is CH3 group, there is no CH3 group, there is only hydrogen. This will be considered as first priority group. And like this here also we can assign. So this is 3,4-dimethyl 3-octane. This is 8-membered ring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And in this 8-membered ring, at third position and fourth position, 2 methyl groups are present. And double bond is present at the third position. So this is called 3,4-dimethyl 3-octane. 3-octane, right? Now, if you talk about the next example, that is also this cis and trans isomer. Example of this cis and trans isomer. So this is also cis and trans isomer. Here, two groups are on the same side. This is cis isomer and this is trans because two chloride groups are at the opposite position. Right? Now, actually, we consider the ring. We consider the ring like double bond, right? So with respect to the plane of this ring, or we can consider it double bonds of the with respect to the plane of this double bond, the same groups are on the same side. So this is called cis, right? And is with respect to the plane of this ring, which is considered as double bond, the groups which are same, identical groups are present in the opposite position. So this is called the trans isomer. These are the some examples. Now, diastereomers. Cis and trans isomer also are the diastereomers. And RS and RR. This is RRR. Configuration of these chiral centers. And here SRR. So if two isomers have, or the two compounds have two or more than two chiral centers, and if they have opposite configuration at only one center, and at the other centers the configuration is same, right? Then these compounds are called the diastereomers. We can easily see in these compounds here, first and second compound, the configuration at second and third position are RR, means same. But at this position, the configuration are different, R and S. So they will consider as diastereomers. And you know, diastereomers have the different physical and chemical properties. They have different physical and chemical properties in chiral as well as in achiral environment. Different physical properties means their boiling point, their solubility, density, refractive index are different, right? And diastereomers have different specific rotation, but they may have same and opposite sign of rotation. If we talk about these compounds, these are the enantiomeric pair. This is enantiomeric pair. This is also enantiomeric pair. Okay, means when we see this compound in the mirror, then it will look like this. And mirror images are called the superimposable mirror images are called the non-superimposable. Sorry, mirror images are called the enantiomeric pair. And when we will see this compound in the mirror, then it will look like this compound. They are also called as enantiomeric pair. But if you talk about the this and this compound, this and this, then suppose if we see this molecule in the mirror, suppose this is mirror, then it will not look like this compound. So this and this compound are actually they are containing the chiral center. This is chiral center. This is chiral center. This is chiral. This is also chiral center. On this chiral center, actually, the configuration of these compounds are actually the here at this center configuration of this chiral center is different, and here the same, right? But they are not an isomer; they are the diastereomer because, as I said in the previous slide, that if two compounds have the configuration same at the one center and opposite at the second center or the next center, then these compounds are considered as diastereomers. So these compounds are also called as diastereomers because this center have the same configuration, same orientation of the groups, but at this center the orientation of the bromide and hydrogen ion different. So they are the pair of diastereomers. And this pair, first and fourth compound are also the diastereomeric pairs because they have the different configuration at one center, one chiral center. Now, after getting the knowledge about the cis trans isomers and diastereomers, we are coming on the next stereoisomer, that is meso compounds. So a meso compound is a molecule with multiple stereocenter that is non-superimposable. So meso compound is a molecule with multiple stereocenter that is superimposable on its mirror image. And meso compounds are a chiral compound that has multiple chiral centers. And meso compounds are optically reactive. It has an internal symmetry plane that divides the compound in half. So this is the mirror image. Internal plane. This is the internal plane. When we pass, this is the compound. Here, when you pass a plane from this molecule, here there is chlorine atom, hydrogen hydrogen, and hydroxide hydroxide. Yes. So this plane bisects this molecule into two parts. And here also internal plane is present. So such type of the compounds where there may be two or more than two chiral centers, but internal plane is present, are called the mesocompounds. And two mesocompounds may be mirror images of each other. Means they may be enantiomeric pair. These compounds are actually the enantiomeric pair of each other. But individually, these compounds are optically inactive. They are optically inactive due to the presence of plane. And we can also, see here that the two chiral centers are having opposite configuration. So they can cancel out their property of the rotation. Suppose R enantiomer is rotating plane polarized light in clockwise direction, then it will rotate in a anti-clockwise direction by the same angle. They will cancel out the rotation. This is called the internal compensation. There is also chiral center. This is chiral center. This is chiral center. All the groups are present at these, and this chiral center are different. Due to the presence of plane of symmetry, these chiral centers are having, they are optically inactive. Now, line of symmetry. An internal mirror plane is there. This is called the line of symmetry, plane of symmetry, right? There is plus tartaric acid. This is the plus tartaric acid. This is minus tartaric acid. These tartaric acids are actually enantiomers of each other. But if we talk about this compound, in this compound, here at these chiral centers, the configurations are same, and here the configuration are same, right? So when we see this molecule in the mirror, then it will look like this. These are mirror images of each other, enantiomer of each other. But if we talk about this compound, in this compound there is mirror, I mean the internal plane of symmetry. And when I will see this compound in this, it will look like this, right? But ultimately, these compounds are actually the identical compounds. They are here in this compound. One chiral center has the S configuration and second has the R configuration. And in this compound also one has the R and S configuration. And since these chiral centers are identical, these are identical because they are containing same types of groups. At both the chiral centers, same types of the groups are present. So they are the identical chiral centers, but they have the different configuration, right? Now the next point is racemic mixer. A mixer having equal amount of enantiomer is called the racemic mixer or racemic modifications. In the racemic mixer, one enantiomer rotates the plane polarized light in the left-hand direction, while another has the clockwise direction, and second has the anti-clockwise direction, right? The first known racemic mixer was racemic acid, tartaric acid, okay, which Louis Pasteur found to be a mixture of the two enantiomeric isomers of the tartaric acid. And a racemic mixer is denoted by the prefix plus minus or DL. For sugar, the prefix DL may be used, indicating an equal 1:1 mixture of dextro and levo isomers. Also, the prefix symbol RS or SR, all in italic letter, are used. So these are the mesocompound of the tartaric acid. These are pair of enantiomers. So overall, we can say that three isomers are present. Three stereoisomers are exist for tartric acid. One is 2R3S, second is 2R3R, and third is 2S3S tartric acid. Now, resolution of the stereoisomers. So the process of separation of racemic form into individual enantiomers, sorry, is called the resolution. The process of separation of racemic mixture from individual enantiomers is called the resolution, and there are several methods for resolution of the racemic mixture or the resolution of the enantiomers from the mixture. And the first method is mechanical method. So in the mechanical method, we can separate actually the enantiomers on the basis of polarimeter. In the biochemical method, we can separate the enantiomers by enzymatic consumption method, where enzymes consume one enantiomer while not the other. So these can be separated. But in this case, one enantiomer is consumed, destroy its original state. And the third is chemical method. So in the chemical method, we just reacted the enantiomers with the other moiety and can be converted into the diastomers and can be separated. In the chromatographic method, we can separate the enantiomers by passing these through the chiral columns if we are doing the direct chromatographic method. But if you are doing the indirect method, so in that method, first we will convert the enantiomer into the diastromers, and after conversion of enantiomer into diastromers, these are separated by the chromatographic method. So these are also the example of mesocompound and enantiomeric pair. This is the mesocompound cis-1,3-dimethyl cyclopentane. Why this is called meso? Because in this compound, a vertical plane is present. There is vertical plane. When I pass the vertical plane, from the center, this is the vertical plane. When I pass this plane will bisect this molecule into two identical parts. One is this, and second is this. Both the part contains actually the equal groups or the atoms, right? So this is the meso compound. Well, in the enantiomers, there is no presence of plane. Here there is no plane because the orientation of the groups are different. There is also no plane. But when we see this compound in the mirror, it will looks like this. So these are the mirror images. Now, this is the second example. Cis 1,2-dibromo cyclohexane, and this is trans 1,2-dibromo cyclohexane. A meso compound this is, and this is a pair of enantiomers. Now this is exercise. Which isomer is cis isomer and which is trans? So we can easily identify now, after getting the knowledge about this cis trans isomers, we can easily identify this compound that it is cis or trans. So here in this compound, with respect to this plane of the double bonds, these bromide groups are at the same side. So this is the example of cis isomer. And here these are at the opposite side, so this is called the trans isomer, right? Now If you talk about the second question, here this is the, there are actually the, all four groups are different. So cis trans isomer we will not do, we will do this Z and E isomer. Z and E configuration we will assign. So for this compound, both the groups which are in the higher pair, which have the high priority, are on the same side. So this will be assigned Z configuration. And in that case, the bromine and chlorine, which are higher priority group at the centers on the opposite side with respect to this plane. So this compound is the example of trans, or we can say E isomer, right? And in this compound, this is very easy. It is also very easy because here are same groups on the same side and opposite side. And here, if you talk about azelaic acid, the cis isomer of this compound is called the angelic acid, while the trans have the name tiglic acid. So on the basis of the orientation of the groups, these compounds have the different name, azelaic and tiglic acid. And like this, as I remember, the malic acid and fumaric acid are also the cis trans isomers, right? Now the next slide is for multi-choice question. This is the question answer session. The question number one: which of the following pair is not diastomeric? Is it cis trans, IRS, and 3 So as I see that the RS configuration, the RS pair are not actually the diastomer. These are the examples of enantiomers. They are enantiomeric pair. While EZ, cis trans, and 3 are the diastomeric pair, right? Cis and anti nomenclature system is used for. So for what cis and anti nomenclature system is used? Enantiomers, major compounds, racemic mixers of enantiomers, and oximes. So actually for oximes, cis and anti enantiomeric system is used, right? The question number third, which is not correct for major compound. So a major compound is a molecule with multiple stereocenter that is superimposable on its mirror image. Is this correct? This is not correct because there is no superimposable mirror images. Major compounds are optically active. This is all. This is so. This is correct option. This is D option is incorrect because major compounds are, you know, major compounds are optically inactive due to internal composition. Just 1 minute. Due to internal composition, major compounds are actually optically inactive, right? Question number four, which is not correct for racemic mixer. So option a mixer having equal amount of enantiomers is called racemic mixer or racemic modification. This is correct. It has an internal symmetry plane that divides the molecule in half. This is also, this is not correct, right? Internal symmetry is not there in racemic mixer. Racemic mixer is optically inactive. This is correct. Racemic mixer is optically active. This is incorrect option. So D and B option are actually the incorrect statement. Two answers are there. If you talk about the question number 5, which is not correct for diastereomers. So stereomers of a substance that are not mirror images of each other are called diastereomer. It is the correct definition of diastereomer, and it has an internal symmetry plane that divides the compound in half. This is not correct. Diastereomers have different specific rotation, but they may have same or opposite sign of rotation. This is also correct. They have different physical properties like melting point, boiling point, solubility, density, and refractive index. Is also correct. So the option B is incorrect option because sorry, this is the correct option means incorrect statement because it does not have the internal symmetry plane. Now the question number 6: which of the following pair is not diastereomeric? So this is repeated 3 and so the RS configuration. RS is not the diastereomeric pair, right? Fill in the blank is composed of waves that vibrate in only one plane. Chiral center plus light atom molecules. So actually the plane plus light how this is composed of waves that vibrate in only one plane polarized light. And the eighth question is cis and trans 1,2 dichlorocyclohexanes are actually the diastereomers of each other, right? And question number 9: cis and trans nomenclature system is used for this is used for oxime, and the number of stereoisomers possible for tartaric acids are which is two chiral center, right? So the two chiral center containing tartaric acid for tartaric acid, the stereoisomers possible are three. Two are the enantiomeric pair and one is the meso compound. Okay. So this is the multi-choice question session. Still, if you have any doubts, any queries, then you may please ask the question. I would be very happy to answer you. Thank you very much for listening me patiently. Okay, thank you. Have a good day.